Yeah, I'm gonna rant a little bit. What's up guys, Andrew here on my channel GearedInc, where I get to share what I'm passionate about with you. To my channel, it's PC tech, games, and gear. I didn't even know if I was gonna make this video, quite honestly, because it's been a little bit weird and there's a lot of cool stuff I want to do. And like, I've got a Walmart comparison for their all-in-one for some other build stuff that I'm doing. I bought this hybrid cooler for my 2080 Ti, so we're gonna finally get that sucker cool enough, because if you've been watching any of those videos, you know that my 2080 Ti is either broken or my case is air restricted, or both, because essentially the heating on it is way too high. And there is a ton of cool tech news coming out right now that I really want to talk about, but I felt it was important to get my frustrations out there simply because of the dumb system that is currently in place. So here's essentially what happened. I made a video on Resident Evil 2, basically talking about 4K textures and why the Radeon 7 might be a better GPU. This was all speculation before it came out, because it's due to its higher, essentially, memory availability. So that was my whole video. And the thing of it is that this video is all my own content, it's all my own recordings, and even if I use, which I don't believe I did, but even if I used somebody else's content transformatively, then it would be fine as long as it fell within the rules and regulations. If I was being penalized or slapped on the wrist for doing something wrong or illegal, I would 100% accept those consequences. I'd be, yeah, 100%. I mean, I've had a couple of videos, especially earlier on, where I didn't necessarily use, but I forgot to like cut out the music from like the game I was playing or something like that, which obviously that's copyrighted material. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, it was an honest mistake, that kind of thing. I would never in 1,000 years steal anybody else's content on purpose. If anyone has ever tried to run or start a YouTube channel, they know exactly how hard it is and how hard you have to work. I have every aspiration to grow this channel into something huge one day. I want to work hard. I want to get better at content. I want to get better at camera work, at editing, and everything that makes the channel good. And I want to continue to provide value to you guys. And that's how I truly believe that you win if this is something you're trying to do. Now, I have the very good fortune of having a job outside of this that I love, and I work with people that I love. And so I have that. But as far as this whole situation, let me explain what's happened. So in that video, I had a copyright ID claim saying that essentially I used some other piece of content. Now, this isn't a strike, so all it means is that the monetization for the money goes to whoever filed the claim. But here's what's really weird. So first off, the person or institution that filed the claim is this weird Russian Instagram account with all these different YouTube video, like it's like a collage of different creators. So that doesn't make sense to begin with. But the second thing is they say that a copyright ID claimed essentially this product, the FSP CPU cooler, which to me makes no sense considering I don't even mention the product of the company, even though they're getting a shout out obviously in this video. It would be as if I made a YouTube video about cows and then somebody copyright claimed me for like silverware or something like that. And that account isn't connected in no way to the company or product. So I first saw this, like, what the hell? And so I posted this on Reddit, and essentially what it appears to be either a bot, a troll, or one of these guys who goes around and just randomly ID claims everything he can to get as much revenue as he can before it gets resolved, which that's what I think it is. So I've already filed a dispute, but in this dispute is where I have my biggest problem with how this was processed. So there's no evidence that this person provided. There's nothing they had to do except file the claim as far as I can tell. And then YouTube defaults to them. I have a 30-day period now where I have to wait to see if the claim is taken off, during which time the other person doing this, or bot or whatever it is, can retract the claim if obviously I'm not proven correct. That's a huge issue, because even though that video only made like 8 cents, so it's not like I lost any money, the point is that imagine if this was my full-time job where I needed that ad revenue just to live, and basically because some asshat goes out there and files an ID claim, all of a sudden I'm losing revenue that I should be getting, especially on like whether this was a brand new video that dropped and all of a sudden all those views and all that money that I need to run my channel and pay my bills, I'm not getting. And so YouTube's current system is broken as far as I can tell, because it doesn't favor the creator. It just immediately assumes that you're guilty of doing something that I've never done and I would never purposely do. I have nothing but the highest respect for other content creators, especially the ones who inspired my channel. Linus Tech Tips, who I've watched for like a decade, Jay's 2 Cents, Kyle Bitwit, Paul's Hardware, UFD Tech, Gamers Nexus, Hardware Canucks, to name a few. And so the idea that I would ever infringe upon their intellectual property or that I would ever steal from them really makes me angry. Because at the end of the day, YouTube ultimately wields the God stick to do whatever they want to, regardless of facts or evidence or whatever else. So YouTube, if any of you guys ever watch this video or anybody who has any sway over there for the algorithm somehow randomly gets me to you, let me tell you how it should be done. If somebody ID claims me, there should be a 30-day process before that's actually implemented, where I'm notified that somebody is trying to ID claim the video, and in that time I can state my case why I think they're full of shit. And then we can make an actual decision based on the evidence presented. Otherwise, we run into situations like this where, thank goodness, I am just a small minnow in an incredibly large ocean when it comes to both the tech channels and both just YouTube in general, and this isn't my full-time gig. But if it were, it really sucked that I could be as screwed over instantaneously by a process that doesn't make any logical sense. So anyway, guys, thanks for letting me rant on all of you. I'm so sorry. You know, usually I'm not that way. And I didn't want to make this video necessarily, like I said, because I didn't even know if it was going to be worth my time to make, but I appreciate everyone who's watched it. As always, if you like this video, you can leave me a thumbs up. If not, go ahead and leave me a thumbs down. Remember to get subscribed and hit that bell icon so you know when these videos drop. Thanks to my Patreon and Twitch subscribers, I recently did my my tier system for Patreon, so you guys know there's a ton of new rewards over there if you want to check that out and support me directly. Thanks to everyone who uses my Amazon affiliate link when buying anything through computer parts or any of that, because that really helps me out as well. I'm completely self-funded. And as always, guys, I'm going to do my best to make the best damn content I can for everybody who watches my videos. I'm going to continue to strive to be better. I have such an insane passion for all of this, for sharing my love of PC tech and hardware and video games and all of it with all of you guys. And I'm so grateful that I'm as grown as much as I had in the last year, just over a year. I mean, my channel is still a baby and it's only going to get better. I promise you, because I'm going to work harder than ever. But YouTube, what the hell? That's all I've got to say. Anyway, I hope to see all of you guys next time here on GearedInc.